She's daughter viewer. Hope you're having a nice weekend. I hope it's been good. A lot of crazy things been going on, especially in the world of politics and COVID and all that jazz. And I'm not here to talk about that. I'm here to escape all that. And I thought tonight we would do a fun little review with a figure that I've been wanting to do for some time. I've been pretty excited when they announced he was coming out, and I finally was able to get him. And that is there we go. Thrust, my favorite Conehead. He was always the coolest one in my opinion. He had the best color schemes, and I do like Dirge and Ramjet. I always thought Thrust was the coolest one out of all of them, and we'll be reviewing him shortly. But I decided, since it's the weekend, before I do, I was going to try something interesting. I found a kind of Transformer-themed beer, and if you're a fan of Transformers, I think you can take a guess on who that may remind you of. It kind of looks like a Reflector. Right? Of course, on the can it's called Accelerator. And this is a double bock beer. I don't know how this is going to taste. I'm not much of a beer drinker per se, and I don't encourage drinking under the age of 21, and certainly I don't encourage drinking and driving. So if you do decide to give this a whirl, please be of age and do not drive impaired. But I figured we'd kick things off and give this a taste to see how this is. And it's from Two Roads. Let's give it a whirl. Let's crack this open. Let's see. Oof. Yeah, that's got no, I've done that. Ugh. Anyways, a cool can. Anyways, hold on a second. Hey, honey. Can you take this gross beer, please?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
No problem, baby.
Okay. Now that we got that done and over with, that was wasn't very pleasant, unfortunately. Let's move forward with the show, shall we? Before we get to the Thrust review, I wanted to give you some updates. Megatron parts, ready to be mailed. I'm hoping to have them out this Friday. And they get them re-chromed. I would have had them out sooner, but I had to deal with some financial bills and whatnot I had to take care of first before I could send these out. Responsibilities. So in the meantime, I've been working on the rest of Megatron. I don't know if you remember last. Let me get him. I showed you I was working on his handle, trying to get rid of all the little scratches and things of that nature. And I have done so on the handle and in this upper part up here. I've gotten rid of all the little scratches and nicks, and it is looking nice and pretty. And I started working on some of the other pieces here. See how you have his plasma cannon and the other attachments that you would put with Megatron. I did his plasma cannon last night. Worked on the plasma cannon. Got all the little scratches out of this. And it's looking nice. Looking clean. Very happy about that. Let's put that back. I still have to do this piece. up to this piece. And as you can see, just if you look real closely, you can see the scratches there. Trying to get the light shining up to it so you get a better idea of it. Not a lot of them, but there's just some here and there. And I get those out. And last but not least, I have to work on the barrel piece that you attach at the end of Megatron once he's done. Okay, right there. I still haven't done this piece yet, but it's in the process, and I should have it done by the time I get my pieces back. And then I'll be ready to assemble, I would say, a flawless near Megatron, which I'm super jazzed for, and I'll probably wind up doing a whole show dedicated to it. But let's move on to the review, shall we? Thrust is, of course, one of the cone heads, one of the beloved series of G1 figures that came out in the 80s. And why, in case you're wondering why it's called cone head, well, because it's pretty self-explanatory. He has a cone for a head. If that has to be explained to you, I don't know what to tell you. I like the packaging on these figures. You get a nice, good up-close picture of them, through their little plastic window. Box art, fantastic. You have Thrust in action. I'm assuming firing away at those evil, ruthless Autobots. And of course, you have the back here showing you his alt mode and robot mode. And it's a sharp-looking jet. Sharp-looking jet. And of course, on this side, you have the General War for Cybertron art, box art. And you have Prime and Wheeljack and RC and a few others. So let's take this figure out. Let's take a look, give him a gander, if you will. So we're going to. I've already fuddled around with him a little bit. I just wanted to, look at it. Because I plan on keeping this figure. He's not going anywhere. He's staying in my collection. So I don't mind doing this. Much like the other figures, he comes with some little extras here. Nothing to really write home about. Of course, he has his backdropping right here. That's his backdropping. And he also comes with his instructions, which I don't think I'm going to need. If you're familiar with transforming any of the Seekers from the Earthrise series, you'll know how to transform him. And I don't know, whatever this is supposed to be. I never look at that. I will say though, this is the first time I've noticed this, and maybe because I haven't opened up a lot of them. At the top here, you have a little barcode, a little red barcode reader. And I'm guessing it's to read some of this stuff right there. But on to business here, let's take the figure out. Let's have a look at it. Let's give him the old look-see. And let's see, right off first impressions, has a nice weight to him. Not too heavy, but he feels right. And looks cool. He looks like he's a cool looking figure. And of course, Thrust has the unique wings with the turbo lift fans or whatever the hell those things are called. And he's like a nice maroon colored figure. Let's see how poseable he is. I'm going to assume if he's like any other figures, he's very poseable. And his arm, it swivels and pivots and does all the things it's supposed to do. And of course, he's got his little guns there. You can probably take those off. You can take these off here. And we'll take a look here. Yep, see? Arm. It moves nice and then this lifts up, and you could actually twist his legs. And they're pretty poseable legs. You could do a lot of different poses with them. The feet, of course. They move back and forth like this because that's part of the transformation too. Overall look, I like the paint scheme. I like the knee area here with the white and the purple and the red. And if you look on the back here, right there, you have the little Decepticon logo on the wings. That's a nice little touch. You also have the Decepticon logos right there. See? So all in all, he looks like a solid little figure. And I think he's going to make a nice little addition to my collection. I do not have Ramjet and Dirge, mainly because they were Amazon Prime exclusives and I couldn't get one in time. And I'm sorry, I'm not spending $200, close to $200, maybe more than $200 for a pair of Conehead figures. I just refuse to do it. It will not happen. Let's see. So you could take his guns, of course, right there. Put them in his hands. So he's ready for action. You could do like a lot of different cool poses with him. Let's pan down here a little bit. And you could do like with these figures. You can do some really neat poses. See, like you could turn his head and have him firing that way, like that, or or you could do like he's firing right at you, like guns a-blazing. He's ready to go. And I like the nice little addition of the yellow tips on in this area here. And he feels like he's pretty well made. He does not feel like junk. So unlike the Barricade figure I recently reviewed, where Barricade's head literally just kept popping off, this toy feels solid. And that's important. Especially when you're charging $30 for the thing, it should be made well. Now, there's a couple things I noticed right away. He's new, and I don't really play with my figures. I review them, and then they go back on my shelf, never to be really picked up again. There's some little minor scratches in his body already. That must have happened during shipping. Not shipping. Shipping to the store or when they packed them. I don't know how those scratches gotten there already. I'm not too happy about that, but that's okay. I'm not going to gripe about that. Let's take a look at the back of him. As you see, he looks solid. And as I said, his leg's very posable. And more importantly, let's see what it looks like in jet mode. Besides the box art. Or the back of the picture on the box. So what you're going to do is, you see this piece right here? You're going to flip this around like this, and you're going to just pop it in there. See right there. Want to see it again just in case you missed it? Flip it around. Pop it in there. Very simple. These arms, to me, are a little tricky sometimes. I know how to do them, but sometimes they goof up on me. So you're going to pull these out like that. Then you're going to lift them up like this. And you're going to go like this. And I kind of you got to kind of pull them up like this. So you want the arm to actually shrink a little bit. And you're going to put his fist like this. All right. Let's do the other side. And these things always give me trouble. Always have trouble with these. I don't know why. But for whatever reason, it is what it is, right? So let's see. Here we go. Okay. Oh, well, look at that. Look at that. Got it in one shot there, no problem. Which is not like me. So you got his arms ready to go. And next thing you're going to do is, see right here, right there. It's hard to see here. Let's see if we can get a. Okay, see right there, left hand side. It's like almost a little pull tab. That's on both sides. And the best way to do this is just go like this, like that. Right? Pull that, and then that's going to pull his chest plate out. Oh, dropped it. Okay. Well, I'm sure that luckily no damage was done. Okay. Well, and now you have his body where it's kind of like this. His chest plate's right there. And then you're going to pull this out, a little cockpit area, and you're going to turn it. Turn it like this. See, it swivels, right? It swivels, and you just turn it like this. And you're going to do that. So as you can see, jet mode is starting to shape up nicely. And then you're going to take the arms like this. See? Arms that you just turned inside out, and you're going to push these in like this. See? Like this. And then you're going to take the chest piece like this. Oh, nice. I think that'd be a lot of fun. I'd enjoy watching those. So, and how you doing, Alt? I hope you had a good new year. So you're going to push his chest piece back on like this. And you see, as you can see, see right there. Sometimes you really gotta. Let's see. You gotta muck around with it sometimes. Okay, and you didn't hear the snap, but it's there. And then you're going to take his legs. So now you're going to go to his legs here, and these pull forward. These pull forward. And again, if you're familiar with the Starscream figures, Skywarps, Thundercracker, the Earthrise jets, you know how this goes. So, and you're going to go like this, and see right here? Nice, nice. Sounds like you had a blast. Okay. And you're gonna do this here. You're gonna put his little feet down like this, and then you're going to go like this, like that. So right there, and then you're going to. It was good. It was good. Me and the old lady rung in the new year together. I popped an engagement ring on her finger, and she's happy. So, yeah, no complaints, man. No complaints. All right, so you put this little tab down here. See that? See how this goes like that? You're going to pop that little tab down here. You have his wing. All right, and then, all right, we have Ramjet in jet mode almost complete here, because he wouldn't be complete if you didn't take his two little guns, put them underneath like that, and there you go. Ramjet, the famed, I don't know if you'd say this is the leader of the Coneheads, but he's probably the most popular of the Coneheads. Well, thank you, I appreciate that. And she's happy. So we haven't set a date or anything yet. I don't know if he's a leader of the Coneheads, but I'd say he's probably the most popular Conehead in my opinion. And this is a sharp looking jet. Just the color, like look at the color. The color scheme's nice. I've always loved Ramjet's wings, not Ramjet's thrusts. I can't think I said Ramjet more than once. I mean thrust. I've always liked Thrust's wings. And he's just a really cool looking figure overall. And it's made pretty well. And that's nice. As I said, it's got some nice weight to it. I would have liked... This feels a little empty. I would like to maybe stick a missile in there or something. And just to maybe fill it out a bit. Like, you could just stick your finger there. Ooh. Oh, nice. I'm sure that should be a lot of fun. What have you been streaming these days? I pop out once in a while, but I didn't look for you. But when I do, I never see you. I would have liked right here. I would like to wheels to pop out, so you can kind of go like that and have them. Because like if you do like that, he's just kind of like wobbling around, and what's he gonna land on? He doesn't have any wheels to land on, Jet. So like what's it? And maybe some wheels at the bottom. That would have been nice, but all in all, pretty solid figure. Okay, so with that said, let's put them back in robot mode. So you're just gonna pop these back out again, and kind of tilt that forward, and pull them back like that. Pull his legs apart like that. Oh yeah, I heard Cyberpunk's a pretty fun game, man. Heard a lot of good things about that game. Guys, if you haven't got a chance, please check out Alt BLT 90 stream. Very talented, very entertaining, and a very nice fellow overall. And sometimes we get to hear his old lady in the background, and she's a very nice person too. Very lovely person. Very lovely couple. And he's a very entertaining streamer. You'd be doing yourself a disservice. So we're going to flip his wings back like that. So we're halfway there, getting him back into robot mode. And just like before, right here, you're going to pull his chest plate off. They got two little pins there. Comes off easy enough. And you're going to detach this right here, like that. And flip it around, just like you did before. And go like this, and oh, you're welcome, man. I'm just telling the truth, man. I'm not like blowing smoke up anyone's ass. You're a very talented streamer. So you're gonna put this back up here and pop the chest plate back on, and he's almost back in robot mode. The only thing left we have it to do is his fists, and much like before, you kind of lift him out. These things always bother me. Here we go. Okay. So I go like that. All right, so you got his fists back in there. And you're going to go back here. Like that. And, put his little, so he's back in robot mode. Put him right back there like this. Put his little jets back on. And now you have Ramjet back in robot mode in all its glory. And as I said, these recent line of figures, some are good, some are bad. I showed you Barricade, and quite frankly, I was very disappointed with Barricade. However, the jets I've been overall impressed with. And they all kind of transform the same. So if you transform one, you could transform all the other ones. They're not that difficult to do. And now we're going to put it back in his sarcophagus. And this figure will never probably be taken out again. So let's get him back in there. No! I don't want to go back in. Please, oh Lordy Lord, I want to live. No, Ramjet. Back in the box you go. We're going to put Ramjet back in his box. He's the man in the box. All right, right there. Ramjet is back in his package right there, like that. And we're going to take this back over here and put this back in. Yes, I talk to my figures. I know I'm weird. Don't judge me. Well, you can judge me, but I'm not going to care too much if you do. So, instructions back in there. And another figure to add to my collection. Very excited about. I was going to show you guys a cool piece I added for my G1 Megatron, but it has not come in the mail yet. It was the original poster catalog that came with Optimus Prime and Megatron and I believe Soundwave, but it has not come in. I will be showing you that fairly soon. I will be, when I'm reviewing Sandstorm, which I got off Hasbro Pulse, and he's a G2 figure, and he's much like the Conehead. I'm going to assume he's going to transform the same. He's got a nice desert colored layout, but he looks like he's pretty cool. But again, this is a nice figure. A solidly made, box art's nice. And if you're a fan of the Coneheads, you can't go wrong with this. You can get them for $30 if you can find him in Target. He's a Target exclusive. If you can find Thrust at Target for $30, pick him up. He's definitely worth it, and he's definitely worthy to add to your collection. Some argue that he probably shouldn't have been taken out of his box, but I mean, how can you have a review without playing with it a little bit? And since I don't plan on getting rid of it, I'm perfectly fine with it. I do have one on sale on eBay, though. I brought 2 of them. So I'll see if I can at least make my money back and pay nothing and get a free figure out of the deal. And I'm going to say that's about it. I appreciate everyone who took the time to tune in, or will take the time to tune in. And I wish you all a very blessed night. Very blessed night. I love doing these things, and I look forward to probably within a week or so. Oh, that's my new Manly craft box. I had to get a new one. They're alt, in case you're wondering. See, there was my old one. That's my new one, and all they had was that very manly shade of what shade of blue would that be? Yeah, I mean, that's the point of, when you play with toys, of course, man. You got to play with your toys, man. You got to. They're toys. And if I was a kid and and I got this, I would be happier than a pig, and you know what? And I would have fun with this. I wouldn't think, if I was a kid, I wouldn't be thinking to myself, well, I should leave it in the box and never take it out. Sadly, some people do. As an adult, I know a bit better, and I know it's not wise to do so. But the kid part of me always wants to play with it. So, like I said, he's definitely worth the pickup. And I should have a review within, I want to say a week or so. Within the week. So I have to review, I'm not sure what day it's going to be, but I'm going to be reviewing Sandstorm, and I'll be showing you my original mini catalog poster that came with G1 Megatron. So I'm pretty excited about that. Oh, The Mandalorian is a pretty popular show. A lot of people are telling me about that. I'm not the biggest Star Wars guy. I was always more of a Star Trek guy. But I won't lie, I've been tempted to check out The Mandalorian. That's with Baby Yoda, right? That creepy looking little Yoda thing. Whatever. Was never that big of a Star Wars fan, though. I like the first 3 movies. But Alt, thanks for popping in and saying hi, and I'll definitely keep an eye out for you. And I wish you and your old lady nothing but love and respect and the best. And hopefully I'll see you again sometime soon. And I think we're going to wrap up this review, and I'm going to get back to having a few cocktails and enjoying the rest of the night. Good night, everybody. You have a good day. Thanks for tuning in. Take care, buddy.